Oh, I forgot my camera on. Dang it. I dropped my phone again. And the results of dropping my phone when I actually walked into it was this, the USB cable. Now, what happens with Volta? I gotta check that message. Oh, good. Phone's safe. We can see there's no tip on this cable here. That's because they'll go into your device. So they just magnetically stick. Just like so. And the idea is if someone walks by, it comes apart. And honestly, it does that part effectively. So the particular Volta cable I have has Type-C on the one end, and you can choose all your different ends for this. So I got my Type-C micro, I believe, USB as well. It's a really small one. One of the Apple ones, hard to keep track of, make them viewable. So anyways, I don't have an Apple phone, I have an Android that uses Type-C. So I'm gonna plug this in right now into the wall, the one side. So now I have my one side plugged in, and the other side I'm gonna plug to my phone, just so we make this easy to view. And the fun thing is how tight it actually fits. And it's actually a good thing that it fits tight. So if your phone is, say, not working very well, your charging port, say it's getting kind of loose, this holds very well. So that's one thing about it. And then it magnetically sticks. And when it's connected, right now we should be able to see that little blue light. And now it's off. And I reconnect it. And we can see the lights on again. So that way we actually know it's charging. However, one of the ports, the connectors, yeah, this is the downside to it. One of the connectors, and this, by the way, this is hard to get out, already died on me. So I have two Type-Cs. I ordered two Type-Cs on purpose because USB Type-C is the future. Let's see if this one actually going to work at all. And, well, it's charging this time. So at first I did have trouble with it here, and luckily right now it's actually working. So that's a bonus. So it died and now it's working again. So its lack of strength magnetically, I think, is the biggest issue, because I'm just tipping it sideways and then I had trouble charging, see? And look at this. Oh, now it's working again, but sometimes it's not working. And it stopped working again. What fun. What fun you give me, Volta. Your cable is not very good, your connector. And my phone keeps on making noise because it's connecting and losing connection, connecting, losing connection, and back and forth again. So the one connector kept on having problems that it would tilt and disconnect. And it would play that game of being powered on, powered off. So honestly, it's a really good concept, Volta, but you need to improve your connectors. The magnetism probably should be a bit stronger. So what's the idea behind this? I mean, like, literally, we got 4 different cable types, and all of them are USB 2.0 speeds. It's very confusing for the average customer, and the connection tips are very expensive. Let's go online onto the computer and see this. So here's my purchase of Volta. So I had the Volta Spark plus 3 tips, plus an extra cable, and I paid $10.95 from one extra tip, and the one, of course, is not working properly. So $10.95 down the drain within 1 month, which is kind of not cool. And so here's the actual purchase site, USD for Volta charger.com, and they have all these different cables. As we can see, all of them are USB 2.0 for data transfer. And the idea, of course, here is power transfer with all these different standards. For a person that really doesn't know USB much, it's kind of confusing. It says USB 60 watt power. Okay, good. Apple 18 watt double-sided. So this one gives a decent amount of information. Then they go with the same idea on the next screen here for the 100 watt. Then if I go down here, SCP. If you don't know what SCP is, then how are you going to know what this is compatible with? And on this other one, so it's Quick Charge 3.0, and it says these different phones and stuff, but my phone's an AEJuice phone, and I got this cable here, and it works just like a standard USB cable that's actually used for charging, and works with my AEJuice Zenfone Flip. So it seems more confusing than it needs to be for compatibility here. Is Volta worthwhile to get? Well, that's going to be based upon your needs. Are you constantly having problems with someone actually walking through your cable? It may be a good choice to get for that simple purpose. The cable does need to be high quality. It's just having one of my tips die kind of early in life doesn't give me much confidence in terms of the lastability of that part, and is kind of a disappointment. It should have a little more magnetism, so if they would improve that so it actually holds together a little better so you don't move your phone and have a problem. The easier way to actually have my cable is you put the tip that comes off into the wall, for instance, and then have my phone with a sturdy cable so it doesn't bend on me. For other purposes like powering my lamp on my camera, the fact that my light's actually high up, because I'm twisting the cable out no matter if I put it on the wall or if I put it on the camera. So your mileage will vary in terms of its usability, especially with this lack of magnetism, other than the little bit of fun you can have with it because you're bored or whatever your case is, or just entertained by silly things. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you actually learned something today, and have yourselves a most wonderful day.
This is not BIOS, tech and hardware.